Welcome back.
In a world where emperors often ruled by fear or illusion, one man rose by merit alone. Born on September 18, AD 53 in Italica, Hispania, Marcus Ulpius Traianus became the first emperor born outside Italy. His family, the Ulpi, though provincial, embraced Roman discipline and honor. His father was a respected senator and general, and his mother, Marcia, rooted him in Rome's elite lineage. Raised in a household of duty, young Trajan excelled in rhetoric, military science, and civic responsibility. He served across the frontiers, Syria, Germania, Britannia. As legate of Legio VII Gemina in AD 89, he quelled the Saturninus revolt, earning imperial notice. By AD 91, he was consul and soon governed Pannonia and Germania, recognized for discipline and strategic acumen. When Emperor Nerva aged in AD 97, he adopted Trajan as his heir to secure the support of the legions. Upon Nerva's death, Trajan ascended to the throne. Unlike emperors before him, he did not enter with spectacle. He appeared with restraint, dignity, and the humility of a citizen emperor. He addressed the Senate with respect, revived the title princeps, and rejected the pretentious dominus et deus. It was a symbolic restoration of Augustan age values. Rome's destiny lay in conquest, and Trajan delivered. In AD 101, King Decebalus of Dacia violated treaties and attacked Roman Moesia. Trajan crossed the Danube with 16 legions, confronting Dacians, Sarmatians, and Germanic allies. Amid the rugged Carpathians, at the battles of Tepae, he secured a tense peace. Decebalus disarmed his fortresses and conceded near complete Roman oversight. But peace unraveled. By AD 105, Decebalus had rearmed. Trajan launched a decisive second campaign. After a siege on the Dacian capital Sarmizegetusa, Roman forces prevailed. Decebalus took his life. Dacia was annexed, its gold mines ushering in wealth that fueled Rome's expansion. To commemorate the victory, Trajan commissioned Trajan's Column, a sculpted narrative of 155 scenes capturing every phase of the Dacian Wars, 2,662 individual figures carved into stone, spiraling toward eternity. Yet Trajan was not just a war leader, he was Rome's farmer of justice and builder of dreams. Under the guidance of his engineer Apollodorus of Damascus, he transformed the urban landscape, Trajan's Forum, housing libraries, basilicas, and open plazas. Trajan's Market, a thriving complex of shops and offices, an architectural innovation for civic commerce. A bridge over the Danube River, over 1,100 meters long, enabling military and economic movement across Europe. The Via Traiana Nova, flowing through Arabia Petraea, connecting Red Sea trade routes to Syria. Improved aqueducts and the Circus Maximus, and upgraded infrastructure in cities from Italy to Egypt. Trajan governed not solely as conqueror, but as benefactor. He implemented the Alimenta, a welfare program funded by Dacian war spoils and land-backed loans. It provided food, education, and support for orphaned and poor Roman youths across Italy. He reformed the denarius, reducing silver content modestly, from about 93.5% to 89%, maintaining currency trust while adapting to financial demands. He restructured the Senate, admitting prominent Greek-speaking elites from the eastern provinces, promoting unity and inclusion. In AD 113, tensions with Parthia escalated. Trajan annexed Nabatea, creating the province of Arabia Petraea. He launched his boldest campaign, rare in imperial history. Roman legions swept through Armenia, marched into Mesopotamia, and reached the Persian Gulf. Rome held Ctesiphon, Seleucia, and distant eastern cities once the stuff of legend. But expansion proved costly. Local rebellions erupted, resources wilted, soldiers stretched thin. At the same time, unrest ignited in the Jewish diaspora. Revolts broke out in Egypt, Cyrene, Cyprus between AD 116 to 117. Trajan dispatched Marcius Turbo with naval and land forces to suppress them, leaving scars but restoring order in the eastern provinces. On religion, Trajan presided with moderation. In correspondence with Pliny the Younger around AD 112, he decreed that anonymous accusations against Christians were unacceptable. Only those who refused to recant were punished. Though notable martyrs, Ignatius of Antioch, Simeon of Jerusalem, were executed, empire-wide persecution was avoided. His policy balanced order with restraint. Fate turned in the summer of 117. While returning from his eastern campaign through Cilicia, Trajan fell ill in Selinus. On August 9th, or shortly thereafter, he died, childless, yet deified by Senate decree. His ashes were buried beneath Trajan's column, forever intertwining his life with his monument. he named Hadrian as his successor, likely guided by his wife, Plotina, securing succession without bloodshed, and so Trajan's era ended, not in chaos, but in continued peace. He left no children, but he left a legacy. His empire reached the greatest extent, Britain to Mesopotamia. Wealth, welfare, and architecture flourished. Medieval kings invoked his name. Philosophers saw in him a model of virtuous rule. Dante placed him among the righteous in Paradiso. Even later emperors prayed, "May you be luckier than Augustus and better than Trajan." He earned the honorific Optimus Princeps, the best emperor, not for birthright but for action. He remains soldier, builder, judge, and sovereign. And in the shadow of his column, etched in stone and memory, his story spirals upward into the greatest legacy of a Roman princeps.